Welcome to Proline TV here on YouTube as we look ahead to Sunday's Great American Getaway 400 at Pocono Raceway in Pennsylvania. Kevin Rogers with you and back in the States after last week's race in Mexico City. And we'll see how the drivers do this week at the Tricky Triangle. And it's been a site where Denny Hamlin has dominated over the years. And Hamlin did not race last week after the birth of his child. So he is back coming up this week. So with that being said, let's take a look at the odds for Sunday's race, courtesy of DraftKings. And Denny Hamlin, no surprise, he is the favorite at plus 450. Hamlin's won 3 times since 2019 at this track. It would have been 4 times if he wasn't disqualified back in 2022 after he won the race. And in the post-race inspection, it was found some illegal things on his car. So Chase Elliott ended up winning that race, but Hamlin still has done a pretty good job here at Pocono. Ryan Blaney actually won last year. So Hamlin, the favorite. And then as you see there, Kyle Larson, also one of the favorites there at plus 550. Larson had success at Pocono for a bit, 4 straight top 10s before the last 2 years where he finished 20th and 13th. So he's fallen off a little bit over the last few years there at Pocono. Also, a couple of the other favorites to keep an eye on, William Byron and Ryan Blaney, each at 7-1. And making our way down the list, Ty Gibbs, who performed well last week, he is at 20-1, along with Chris Buescher and Brad Keselowski. You see Joey Logano there in the mix as well. Kyle Busch at 25-1. He won back in 2021. He has seen success also at Pocono. And we'll see if Busch can reclaim some of that coming up on Sunday. So those are the favorites and some of the other drivers to watch coming up on Sunday afternoon at Pocono. Taking a look at the head-to-head matchups. And again, these courtesy of DraftKings. And what we have, at least as of Friday, Ryan Blaney, a minus 150 favorite against Chase Elliott. Also, Ross Chastain and Ty Gibbs. That should be interesting to see who ends up winning that battle. Christopher Bell, who had that nice winning streak earlier in the season, trying to get back at minus 125 opposite Tyler Reddick. Also Chris Buescher against Joey Logano. And then you see Denny Hamlin there against William Byron, and Hamlin with a lot of success. So it's tough to go against Denny Hamlin in this spot. So with all of that being said, let's now take a look at this week's best bets. And first, we're going to look at our head-to-head. We didn't have any head-to-heads last week, so we're going to try it again this week. We're going to go with Chase Elliott at plus 110 against Ryan Blaney. Now, Blaney is a heavy favorite in this matchup, but here are some numbers I want to go over with you. First, with Chase Elliott, 3 straight top 10s at Pocono. Also, 13 of his past 14 races this season, he's finished 16th or higher. So Elliott's always in the mix. Hasn't had any of those 30-plus finishes this year. Now, looking at Ryan Blaney, who we've been on in the past this season, and we had him in a head-to-head when he won at Nashville a few weeks ago. Blaney did win this race last year, but however, the previous 2 years at Pocono, he finished 30th and 33rd. Also, his last 4 races overall, he did have that win at Nashville, but also a 38, 32, and 14, where he's finished in 3 of the past 4 races. So Blaney has been a bit inconsistent. We're going to look at Chase Elliott at the plus money in the head-to-head matchup against Ryan Blaney. Now, for our outright winner, we picked him last week as one of our winners. It didn't work out well. But Tyler Reddick, we're going to go with him at 10-1. Now, Reddick, his last 4 races at Pocono, 6th, 2nd, 2nd, and 9th. So he has done well here at this track. A lot of top 10s. Still trying to break through and get that win at Pocono. But it's easy to go with Denny Hamlin at plus 450. But at 10-1 odds, we could take a shot with Tyler Reddick. And again, wouldn't be surprised if Hamlin won this week. But as far as a little bit of a longer shot, let's go with Tyler Reddick at 10-1 to win on Sunday at Pocono. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Proline TV. And we have plenty of racing content you could check out as we head into the bulk of the summer. A lot of NASCAR that we'll be covering throughout the summer before football hits again. I am Kevin Rogers. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, best of luck with your bets.